Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah coming to you guys from California. Before I begin, give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who was wisdom, who was the Holy Spirit. Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Prayers the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past, in order to understand the events that are currently happening on the earth. So we get a much better understanding of the things that are soon to come on the earth. I'm sure many of you guys are already aware that many of the officers in Atlanta are calling in sick. They're calling this, the blue flu. It's a way for them to show their disdain and how upset they are about the charges that were leveled on a couple of the officers in the Wendy's incident and how he shot him in the back. They feel that some of them feel that the there was way too many charges and they didn't let due process go. And you're hearing these, I don't know which guy it was, but there was somebody that was crying about how the police aren't being protected and this, and that. Now, so, they're all showing their solidarity by, not calling in or not answering calls. And many officers are also quitting, because I guess the job is not all it's cracked up to be anymore. And many people are getting upset because they're being held accountable somewhat for the things they've been doing to our community. Now, we already know just because they press charges, that doesn't mean anything. Many times they'll do that, let everything kind of lay low, and then they get off almost all the time. We already know that. So just because they level a couple of charges doesn't mean now things have changed. They've done that before, but they always seem to get out of it. And the thing is, many of these officers, it's like, they got to think, do a little soul searching. Why are they quitting now? Has the job now lost its luster? Because the whole society doesn't just let them kill us with impunity and there's no repercussions. See, that's what they're used to. They're used to being able, because that's what the system has been set up for. Now, being able to kill us Hebrews and then get away with it. And it seems like all of a sudden, well, now you can't do that. So now I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to quit anymore. I don't want to work here anymore. I'm going to take my ball and go home. I mean, it's a great job, being a police officer. You get all these benefits. You get to, carry all these weapons around. The whole society loves you. That's how it's been before 2020. And you get all the protections. And I love how they always love to say, well, you know what? Some of these people, they went way too fast with these charges. They need to let us investigate ourselves so we can find ourselves not guilty like we always do. But see, things have changed. Things have changed. Now we're going to look at it from a different perspective. Okay. I understand how society is, and they're going to say the same old talking points, how difficult the job is. And this, and that. And, we need to protect our officers and this, and that. I mean, we got it. Hey, I got it. I've heard the talking points my whole life. We've heard it for the last few hundred years. Nothing has changed. They all pretty much do, a little lip service. If people start, protesting, but then the protests go away and then everything goes back to status quo, back to normal. We understand the game. Okay. So, but the thing is, the game has changed. The Most High has allowed everyone, the whole world, to show themselves. You got a chance to look at everything in 2016 and 2020. All right. In 2016, when Kapernick took the knee and was just trying to bring some attention to this, did the cops quit? Were they quitting their jobs to show solidarity because their brothers were, taking things out of hand? No, they didn't quit. Did they call in for the blue flu? No, they didn't call in the blue flu. Did they, want to start, all working together the cops and the society working together to try to fix what was going on to our people at that time? Was there, they didn't. They just wanted to get back to their blessing, and they wanted us to just shut up like they always do and don't interfere with them and their blessing. That's what was going on before. And see, this is what you're going to be judged on. The whole world is going to be judged on this. Because now, fast forward to 2020, it wasn't like these videos have, just started happening. There's been videos of this. And the police officers have had an opportunity to say something about other cops. Because they always say, oh, it's just a few bad apples. But like you said, a few bad apples spoil the bunch. You got to continue with the whole saying. So see, you've been operating under the society, okay, of the Gentiles. You've had your guys' blessings. So therefore, you've been able to go out and do all these heinous things to us while we've been suffering our generational curses. So you guys have been able to shoot down our children and get away with it. You've been able to kill us and get away with it. Find yourselves not guilty. You've been able to sleep well after, our people have been getting killed. So it's just funny how, they get all upset about, too many charges. There was just way too many charges. They didn't even let the system go through, and there was just way too many charges. That's pretty funny because you guys have made laws where guilt by association. How do you think these mothers and fathers have felt when their kids were in a car and one person decides to get crazy? One person in the car, say there's 5 people in a car, one person gets out and shoots someone. All 5 people get the same charges. How do you think many mothers and fathers have felt with their children being put and incarcerated with these laws of guilt by association? See, now you're crying because you've gotten a couple of officers who've gotten charges, which more than likely, if we were in your guys' society, they'd get off. They could overcharge all they want. They would still get off. Because that's how society's always been. But our children, our kids, our fathers, our mothers have been getting charges, just made up charges. It'd be something as, minor as, jaywalking and, they're getting beat. You're getting killed. Oh, or about, George Floyd passing a $20 supposed fake $20 bill and you killing him. A man running away and getting shot in the back. You guys, just because they might not make it to court, they're killed by people that are judge. They put themselves as judge, jury, and executioner in these streets and kill our people. How about the young woman that was killed playing video games in her house? How about the the no knock orders when they go in and they kill people in their own homes? Just because they don't go to court, but they're killed in their homes. Judge, jury, and executioner. But see, our generational curses are coming to an end. And now everything is switching. And now many people here don't like it. Especially the police officers. They don't like being held accountable. And like I said, I don't know why they're getting so upset. Just because they put charges on you doesn't mean that they're gonna stick. But the fact that they even, thought it was okay to put charges on these police officers got these other cops all upset. And it's always the brotherhood of the blue. Which, hey, I understand. You're in a very difficult job, but right is right and wrong is wrong. The Most High is watching all of you. And trust me, the Most High that we're talking about over here is not white Jesus. White Jesus that will, allow you to do whatever it is you want to do and get away with it. You were used as the sword. Just like I did a video a while ago with the Kapernick on the top, and it was talking about John MacArthur. I think he was talking about how, police officers, are the sword, having gifts with the sword. And you have to use that for society. That's what these churches have taught. That's why they don't go against the blue either. Everyone backs the blue, right? Well, that's okay. Just know that according to the Most High, If I'll put the description link in the video I did about Dinah, how he looks at things, okay? Because one society is dying out and one is making a reemergence. The society of the Gentiles, which perpetrates this kind of stuff. Blue lives matter, which there's no such thing as blue lives. You're not going to find, an extra, a whole extra section in the Bible for police officers. So it's not just because you have a certain job that's kind of difficult. That doesn't mean that all of a sudden now you get to be carte blanche and do whatever you guys want to do. There are still rules that the Most High holds you to. He has his laws. Gentiles have their laws. Gentiles' laws are pretty much, let's just get all we can right now. Take everything from these people so we can enjoy it. And then we will use the police to keep them in their place. And we will make sure that they are not held guilty for if they have to get a little rough, very rough, kill these people in order to keep them quiet so we can enjoy, our blessings right now. And that's what the Gentiles society has done. Now, just like with the story of Dinah, remember now she got raped by Shechem. And the whole city knew about it. But the whole city turned a blind eye to what was going on. That was what was happening during those times. The brothers knew that the Most High's laws were that Shechem was going to die, his dad was going to perish, and the whole city, which had turned a blind eye, was going to perish. Now, see, those are the Most High's laws. And those laws are the ones that are going to be making a reemergence with the Father. Now, the Gentiles, namely Edom, who set up this whole society, they have set up a whole society where they get to do whatever they want. They don't have to pay. Police officers can do whatever they want. They rarely have to pay as well. And at the end, the Most High, their Jesus, their Messiah, is going to bless them and just rapture them away when all the trouble starts. Does that make absolutely any sense? I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever. Now, they had a little preview in 2016 when they had an opportunity to, start to make things right before the end. But remember, cops were like, hey, I'm not even going to, if he's going to kneel, I'm not even going to work. I'm not going to go in and, patrol these stadiums or anything else like that. See, that was their show of solidarity. We want to, you guys are, because they had police brutality was actually at the forefront and they felt like they were being attacked. So their whole thing was, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to go anywhere where he's at. I'm not going to, if he's going to take a knee, I'm going to just, so society was like, no, we can't do that. We need them to keep beating these people so we can enjoy our blessings. So let's just go ahead and go 99% for, Blue Lives Matter. And that's been something that's been pushed all this time. Fast forward now to today. Do you really think the Most High is going to be down with Blue Lives Matter? You think he's really going to say like, hey, it's been okay that you guys have been hiding all the stuff you guys have been doing, killing my people, and not giving them any justice? You really think the Most High is going to be down with that? So we're dealing with two different realities here. But see, now the Most High is putting pressure on the Gentile society. And now they're having to make some moves as far as holding people accountable, even if it's just, for show. And the cops are not very happy with that. So now, like I said, now you fast forward time, the society of the Most High is going to be the law of the land very soon. And he said that, if you knew that there were these crimes that were going on, like if you know that your brothers, in Blue Lives Matter you got bad ones who are taking their job way too, to the extreme and beating people Or if, someone messed up and you guys all come together and say, okay, we're all going to, save this story in order to save this person's job or whatever else. Or if you're going to, like you said, we already know the things that have been going on. That means that you've been the ones that have been, you've known that there's been wrong going on and you just allowed it to happen. You're not going to be able to investigate yourselves and hold yourselves not guilty. The Most High has been keeping watch this entire time. So it's not like how they do in the society. Well, you didn't do it, so therefore you're not responsible. Even though if you even know that it's been done and you haven't done anything about it, the Most High is going to hold you responsible. So if you're not one of those people, if you're one of the ones who've actually been, being responsible, turning in your brethren who have done things wrong to make sure that they actually have to pay for their crimes, then you have nothing to worry about. But if you're one that has put your job and your status above right and wrong, then you probably won't sleep very well, knowing what's coming for you as well. So just remember that story. Most High was the one who gave that entire city to Simeon and Levi because the people wronged Dinah. And it wasn't the whole city that wronged Dinah, it was just Shechem. But because of his actions and their inactions, the Most High destroyed everything. So now think about that. All these years of all these people just looking at our people being destroyed and just ignoring it. If you're ignoring it, if you've been ignoring it, then destruction is coming for you. And you're not going to be able to hold up your job and how difficult your job is, hold up your badge, put on your blue uniform, green uniform, whatever uniform you got, and say, I was just following orders. Because that's not going to work. Because that's not the way the Most High has set up his laws. So now is the time to be doing some deep thinking. Get on your knees. Ask the Most High for forgiveness still, even at this late hour, if the Most High is calling you to do that. And that goes for Jews and Gentiles alike. You don't know if the Most High is calling you, giving you this information, because the rest of the world is going to give you one way of thinking, and that is it. But the Most High is going to let you be able to get out and see the whole thing for what it is. If he's giving you that opportunity, now's that time. Because Blue Lives Matter is not going to matter to the Most High when he gets here. Blue Lives matters in the Gentile society. And as you can see now, even you cops, you're seeing now the society is turning against you. The ones on top have left you here holding the bag as they ran away. And they already knew that their society was going to be coming down, just like in that, in that Money video in 2020 with the person wearing that face mask. They knew that their time was coming to an end. That's why they all ran away and have left you holding the bag, having to deal with angry mobs, upset people. And that's why all of a sudden now you guys are all trying to run. But you can't run away from your record if you've known that all these things have been happening and you just turned a blind eye. Then the Most High is coming for all people that have had that mentality. All praise is to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who is wisdom, who is Holy Spirit. Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.